Suggesting through the month with albums made of metal. They're all new metal. I know new metal. Howdy, banger pals. Blaine Smith welcoming you to another Metal Monthly Bangers monthly look at what's coming out in metal album releases. It's December. We made it. That was a weird year. That's mostly what they've been, but here we are, final month of the year. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to bring you some albums. Now, in Metal Monthly, if you haven't been here before, I bring you the 5 best underground metal albums releasing, and we also kick things off at the start with a list of new and noteworthy from some bigger artists, some names you might know, some names you should keep a lookout for. But of course, it's December. And most bands aren't stupid enough to release an album as everyone else is putting out their album of the year list. So there are no large releases this month. Nope, none of note. Nope. So we just get on to my 5. Of course, there are more than 5 albums coming out this month. And if you want to see a couple more, head on over to our Patreon. Every month I give you a tip sheet, a video tip sheet with a couple more albums. I try and bring you 5 bonus albums every month. The rest of the Banger crew chips in as well. So if this isn't enough music for you, there's a destination to get even more tunes. But without further ado, let's get to the 5 bands dumb enough to release an album in December, but amazing enough to release it with quality this good. I promise you all 5 bands are not just December quality. They're rest of the year quality. They just, again, happen to release their albums in December. Why? Let's fucking go. Okay, cool. Thus we come to our palate cleanse of the month. Wait. Yeah, the palate cleanse this month is good enough that I'm just putting it off the hop. Deal with it. It's Green King's Hidden Beyond Time on the Sign Records, coming out December 16th. With the palate cleanse, this is some heavy metal. This heavy metal is made by stoners from Finland. They put a cool dragon on their cover. They forgot to tell me who made that dragon, so I don't know who made that dragon, but sick dragon. I'm digging it. And I don't know what's in these guys' weed, but I think they got dusted because this is a big, fast, high energy record. Everything on it is delivered with force and conviction. And the first song I heard, I got halfway through the song and I was like, this is pretty good, but I'm gonna need a twist or something. You know, I'm enjoying the riff, it's feeling good, but what else are you gonna bring me? And then for the remaining 2 minutes of the song, they just soloed over the whole thing. And I was like, well, I asked and you delivered, so awesome. I also want to point out the vocalist, Eliel Salama. I don't know. You can have a little Salama as a treat. His voice is both gravelly and harsh, but with a nice kind of Finnish accent, and it really adds a little something extra, that good heavy metal quality, and yeah, just, why December, guys? Hey, that was great. Let's keep that energy going for your next act. It's Hellish, the dance of the 4 elemental serpents on Dying Victims Productions, also coming out December 16th. From high energy to high energy, it's Chilean blackened thrash, and again, Nice cover art, but I don't know who did it. Dying Victims. You guys do like everything perfectly. You're one of my favorite labels. But can you just start including cover art credits on your Bandcamp page? Your Bandcamp page is great. It gives me basically everything I need, but give me that cover art credit. Anyways, we all know South America has a pretty high pedigree for black and thrash, but these boys are really trying to up the ante. The record sort of sounds like each band member is in competition with the rest of the band to outdo one another. Every time one of them steps up to the plate, they are straight up swinging for the fences. And I mean every single one of them, including the bass player. Yes, I think the main destination on this record is the bass. Christopher Aravina? It's absolutely beastly. It really makes a unique tone for the record. It's really strong, and like I said, it is not just following along with what the guitars are doing. Carving his own path, leading the way. They even manage a mid-tempo song, which I don't know how black and thrash bands can manage starting a song mid-tempo and having me enthralled and then kicking it up fast at the end and just totally blowing me over the top. Cool record, great record. Again, why December? And now let's get rid of that energy. Dump that energy out. Get rid of that energy. No more energy. It's Trollcave's Rotted Remnants dripping from the void on Gurgling Gore, coming out December 30th. Here's some Spanish death doom, and man, what a perfect contrast to last month's Jade record, where that was kind of this polished, beautiful example of the genre. This is a gross, grimy, dripping, but equally essential example of the genre. The drums are echoey and cavernous. The guitars are perfectly clear, but have a nice layer of fuzz over them, and the vocals are distant and spooky. There's some cool synth work on here, and they're just as capable of handling a aggressive death doom passage as they are a kind of more spooky, eerie doom passage. I just can't believe they're deciding on releasing this December 30th, so let's all go and buy this record so they can have a happy new year. My only question with the record is, again, why December? Doesn't matter what month it is, you can always count on a black metal release. It's Imha Tarikat, Hearts Unchained at War with a Passionless World on Prophecy Productions, coming out December 2nd, which I guess is today.
The states have to burst into clouds of blood. I give a fall, but you were in through the night, through the night.
Thankfully, the black metal genre exists for me to just be able to grab a top-class record whenever I need. I mean, there's a lot at the bottom of that pile, but there's always some cream on top, and this one's coming out of Germany, and this time I'm thanking a cover artist, Artem Grigorov. Great big black metal majesty going on this cover. Thank you. Sorry to the other people. And I'm gonna suggest a black metal record based predominantly on the vocals? Question mark? I don't know if I've ever done that before. It's not that there's anything wrong with what the guitars are doing. They're frequently creating really cool, really compelling passages. It's not that there's anything wrong with the drumming. The drumming is providing very solid blast beats and providing some variety and tempo changes when they're not blasting away. But man, these vocals, very emotive vocals. And when I say emotive, I don't mean it's like a melodic black metal record and he's gonna start singing at some point. No, it's always angry, but there's a much greater range of where the anger seems to be coming from than in your normal kind of one-note black metal vocals. It's almost like someone from like a crust band or something joined a black metal band and they said, hey, can you sing for a black metal band? And they didn't do it in a crust way. They kind of adapted a crust vocal to black metal vocals, but they sound unique and different. I don't know. The vocals are really good. I would really suggest it because it's so nice to have a little bit of variety in that portion of black metal. There's a lot of people that experiment in a lot of different portions of the genre, but the vocals tend to kind of just end up one note. The only thing I'd say negative about this record is why December? So there's 4 really awesome records, and for your palate cleanse, this isn't going to cleanse a palate, and if you got some lactose issues, take a Lactaid, because there's going to be a heavy serving of cheese coming up. It's Krilloan's Emperor Rising on Scarlet Records, coming out December 9th.
Power metal? Or?
Yep. It's power metal from Sweden this time, and not only do I get to include a power metal album I like, I don't have to gloss over the album art. Alvaro Valverde, look at that, a power metal album. I can be proud of the cover art. Who would have thunk it? Christmas come early. Now, normally when I present a band here, especially a band like a power metal band, I'm like, hey, it's a power metal band, but they've done X, Y, or Z that might appeal to someone outside of the power metal genre. That's not the case. If you don't like power metal, thanks. Leave a comment below, like, subscribe. See you next time. If you do like power metal, this is just bang up a standard on everything I like about the genre. Tick, tick, tick. And the things I don't like, they don't do. The overwhelming majority of this record is fast, high energy, impressive playing, wild vocal ranges, everything I want. The things I don't like about power metal, too much faffing about. Not a lot of faffing about in here. There is a little 1-minute odd interlude. It is actually pretty good, and they had the decency, the basic humanity to make it a separate track from the song it leads into that has the same melody to it. So, if you don't like interludes, gone. Nice. And yeah, there's just, what else do I hate about power metal? Oh yeah, ballads. They come close to a ballad, but again, even in the case of a ballad, they have a big, high-energy chorus that lifts me up, and the song leading into the ballad is fast, and the song coming out of the ballad is fast. So, I don't even know if I'd call it a ballad. What else could they screw up? Length? 36 minutes! Can you believe it? A power metal band that went, you know what? Let's be reasonable here. You know what? No, that song's not quite up to the standard of the other songs. 36 minutes. They did everything right. Except by December. And ladies and gentlemen, that's been Metal Monthly December. 5 amazing records that probably should have been released in September, so we might have talked about them in some album of the year lists. But hey, I'm still here pulling for you. All these other people are already on vacation. They've released their end of the year list. They're not covering stuff. I'm still out here in the trenches for you every day, every year, and I'll be down in the comments with you. Let me know what you thought of these records, and are there any sneaky little December surprises that you've caught on to that I might have missed? Let me know. That's been the show. Have a good time.